Join me, a grown man, as we chat all about Disney films and the faith and spirituality that we might find in them. So far, we've mostly done my childhood favourites, so I thought today we would take a look at The Little Mermaid. Actually a Disney princess film, but it's not one that I watched as a little boy, so forgive me if we don't touch on your favourite parts. There are obviously different versions of it, and there is actually source material that this is going off of. The Disney version, on the face of it, seems to be about kind of risk-taking and making sacrifices for love. Of course, the stakes are pretty huge for Ariel if things don't pay off in the end, which is where we come to the main difference. The Hans Christian Andersen version doesn't have a happy ending, which is not something that Disney particularly often show, which I think can be a problem because life isn't always a fairy tale. We don't always have a happy ending. And that's something we have to muddle through with faith as well, in terms of what happens when things go wrong and things don't work out the way we thought they were going to. I feel like I say this in every video, but again, it's a dad-daughter relationship. Of course, it does frustrate me that we don't have many good parenting role models, good dad role model figures in a lot of Disney movies, but that's a whole side point. We won't get into that. Let's talk about how we interpret stories. So this is an original fairy tale that Disney has adapted not once, but twice into an animated film and a live action film, and they've really changed the source material. You can probably tell where I'm going here, but we're probably talking, a little bit about the Bible, because a lot of it is kind of like fairy tale. It's myth and parable and metaphor, and how do we reimagine those? Of course, the live action retelling didn't get a massive level of support, but I think generally that's kind of down to a lot of racism that people had. Though I do understand the frustration with people that don't enjoy these constant remakes and changing the material. Doesn't that sound familiar with church when we talk about how do we interpret the Bible and people get frustrated that we're not taking it literally, we're not doing it like we did it in the past, we're not doing traditions like we did them in the past. Why do we have to change things? I mean, I can't lie, I prefer the animation, but that's because I have a nostalgia for it. But I think that's very similar to church as well, isn't it? A lot of it's nostalgia. Do you prefer the happy ending or do you prefer the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale? Should we sacrifice everything for love? How do we reinterpret an old classic? But there we go, there's some bumbling thoughts from me. What do you think?
This has been Disney Church. There'll be another one next week. Bye!